Sup nerds, today we have Demon Lords versus Purple Hybrid. Ben starts us off by hatching Gate, absorbing Gate, and playing Emperor. Lucas hatches Cupimon and plays Koichi for 4 to set Ben to 1. Ben plays Shoto, sets Lucas to 2. Lucas plays Koichi, draws 1, trashes 1. Trashes a Velgar, chokes Ben to 1. Ben forgot to absorb his Gate the past turn. He's going to catch it here. There we go. Now we're on track. Alright, and Ben plays Rise for 4. He doesn't want to reduce his hand, so he just tucks nothing, and then Lucas Evos into Gazimon and Raising. Alright, Lucas Evos into Dusk for 2. He turns Emperor red. Swing on him, triggers Dusk, Evos into Velgar, they both mill top 2. 11k, 1 check, dies, gains memory. Plays Koichi, draws 1, trashes 1, trashes Louis. And Ben actually forgets to trigger his Emperor here. And then Lucas plays Mist, mills 2, and draws 1. Yeah, and Ben right here is like, I forgot Emperor. He was waiting for Lucas to finish all of his turn player priority things, and he just forgot to do it after Lucas was done. Alright, so Ben plays Chaos Mode for 5, pops a 4-cost Koichi. And Ben doesn't trigger Shoto for some reason, I'm not sure why, I think maybe he just forgot. Lucas promotes Gazi, loses 2 memory from Emperor, swing on him, dies to the check. This time Ben is not going to forget, so Lucas trashes a card to gain a memory, and Ben taps Emperor to draw a card. Lucas Evos into Dusk for 2, change Luce to blue, swing on him. Evo and a Velgar from trash, they both mill top 3. Rolls of Rivals, puts it in play. Survives the check, deletes himself to pop the Chaos Mode, plays the Mat from trash for free. The Mat's going to add the Duskmon back. And then he plays Uko to choke Ben to 1. Ben gains a memory from Shoto. Plays Creepy for 2, pops the Uko, mills 3 cards, and then taps Emperor to draw a card. And then no real reason to tap Shoto since Creepy already has blocker. Lucas hatches Dimimera. Evo's into Gabu. And Ben's definitely on the back foot here. He has nothing in his gate besides other gates, and he has 2 security left. Alright, Lucas Evo's into Duskmon for 3. Changes Creepy to green. His deck's getting kind of thin, so he's trying to avoid decking himself out. He's swing on him. Evo's into Velgar for free. They both mill top 2. Mills a Deathslinger, gains memory. So he's just 11k. So Ben blocks. Dies, plays the Mat back, and then the Mat adds the Duskmon. And then he plays Koichi, draws 1, trashes 1. Trashes a Mat, and Ben's turn at 2. Alright, so Gates pops the Creepy. Creepy's going to tuck the Rise, and then Gate is going to tuck the Chaos Mode. Alright, Ben plays Chaos Mode for 4. Lucas gets to make a choice here. Fun. Lucas chooses to trash a security, let Ben recover, and then Ben taps Shoto to give Chaos Mode blocker. Alright, so Lucas promotes, loses 2 from Emperor, and then gains 1 start of main phase from Gabumon. Swing on him, 1k. Ben blocks. Lucas triggers Dimimera, draws 1, trashes 1. Unfortunately, his trash is a little off screen, so I do not know what he just trashed there. I think he's got it in stacks of 10 for his Jack raid count. Maybe he trashed a Gazi. I guess we'll never know. He goes into Dusk for 2 on top of the Koichi. Changes Chaos Mode to green, swing on him. Evo's into Velgar from trash for free. They both mill top 2. He's only 11k. He dies to the check. Gains a memory from Koichi. And he's choosing to play the Mat back from the effect and then add Dusk off the Mat effect. Pops Miss, goes to 3, Evo's into Dusk for 3. Changes Shoto to red. Swing on him. Evo's into Velgar, they both mill top 3. He mills another Deathslinger, gains memory. Ben mills up Rivals. And the check is a Biting Crush. Ben trashes Levi to blow up the Velgar. He's going to play the Mat back off of the on deletion. Alright, so Matt's going to add the Jack raid from trash. Lucas is counting up his trash just to see how much memory he can gain off the Jack raid. Only 4 cards left in deck. Alright, he plays Mat for 4. and adds Duskmon, and then Ben's turn at 3. Alright, so Ben wants to take a gander at Lucas's trash. Ben's also played Purple Hybrid, so he knows what to look for. Alright, so Ben's turn at 3. At this point, Ben is not triggering Emperor because he doesn't want to deck out. So Gate attempts to pop Chaos Mode bot decks Lucamon to play out a 7 Great Demon Lord, so level 6. So Ben plays Creepy. And then Chaos Mode dies, and then Gate is going to tuck something. Kate tucks Creepy. Ben pops the Rise, plays out the Chaos Mode pops one of the mats. Then plays Chaos Mode for 4, triggers Chaos Mode effect. So Lucas has a choice to make. Lucas trashes, lets Ben recover, and then Ben taps Shoto to give the EX6 Chaos Mode blocker. So Creepy has blocker and Chaos Mode has blocker. And at this point, Ben has 5 colors on his field naturally. And Ben has 16 cards left in deck. If I were Lucas this turn, I might just consider hatching and then evoing and raising, and then just maybe playing another Tamer to pass turn and trying to lethal him the next turn. Alright, so he evos into Duskmon for 3 memory, changes the pure purple Lucamon to blue, swing on him, evos into Velgar. They both mill 6 cards. Alright, so Ben has 10 cards left in trash, or deck, I mean. So 19k, Ben blocks with the Chaos Mode. Chaos Mode's effect bot decks the Lucamon. Now he has 11 cards in deck. So Ben plays EX5 Leviamon to pop the Velgar before end of attack occurs. Velgar dies, triggers the on deletion, he gets to play a Tamer. Adds Miss Memory Boost, and unfortunately for Lucas, nothing he can do about that. Ben gains memory off Leviamon. Steals turn, so yeah. Ben just draws and he's like, alright, you go. And obviously Lucas can't draw for turn, so Ben does take game 1 by deck out. By the way, if you guys enjoy this type of content, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. And if you're interested in joining our community Discord, link for that will be in the pinned comment below. Alright, so Lucas chooses to go first for game 2. Makes sense. Hatches Demimare, evos an Uko for 1. Ben hatches Gate, absorbs Gate, and then plays Shoto. Lucas promotes, triggers Uko, Scourges top 3, adds Ignite. Hatches QP, evos an Agabu. And then plays Koichi, draws 1, trashes 1, trashes a mat. I probably would have swung there. I wouldn't assume that my Uko is going to survive. So Ben absorbs a Gate and then gains 1 from Shoto. Yeah, so Ben plays Belfi for 7. Trashes Chaos Mode to suspend and pop the Uko. Lucas triggers Zimimare, draws 1, trashes 1. And then Ben taps Shoto to give Rage Mode blocker. Lucas promotes, gains memory from Gabu to go to 6. Alright, plays Koichi for 4. And plays Mist, mills 2, and draws 1. Choke Ben to 1. Ben absorbs the last Gate, and then Rage Mode tucks Chaos Mode, and then Gate tucks Rage Mode, and then Shoto gains him a memory. Alright, Ben plays Beals for 2 memory. Mills top 4. No good hits. And then just hard passes and tap Shoto to give blocker to Beals. Lucas hatches Demimera, gains memory from Gabu. Triggers Koichi, trashes a Kaiser Leo to gain a memory, and then evos into Ignite and Raising. I would have considered swinging with the Beelzemon if I were Ben. I know that you could potentially give him access to extra resources, but... Alright, so Lucas evos into Dusk for 2, changes Shoto to yellow. Evos into Velgar after swinging on him. They both mill top 3. Wow. Lucas just milled Deathslinger and double Rivals, and then Ben milled a Rivals. So lots of value here. Alright, survives the check. End of attack, deletes itself to delete the Beals. So actually Ben's effect should resolve first here since it's interruptive. It's not really a big deal. It's not really going to impact what Lucas is going to do. So Beals is going to tuck something under Gate when it would leave the battlefield, and then the on deletion of the Velgar is going to play the mat. And the mat's going to add the Duskmon. And Ben's still determining what Demon Lord he wants to tuck under his Gate. Alright, he tucks Creepy. Then Gabu swings. Dies to the check, obviously. Lucas trashes Matt off the Cupimon effect to gain a memory. Evos into Dusk for 2. Changes his Shoto to whatever color he isn't. And then Evos into Velgar after swinging. They both mill 1. Dies to the check. gains memory from Koichi, plays Matt back, adds Duskmon off the Matt effect, plays Koichi, draws one, trashes one, trashes a Koichi, and then plays Gazi to set Ben to 2. Alright, so Ben goes to 3 from Shoto. Ben did ask Lucas cards in hand because he did give him access to the Moon Millenniummon in his trash on this turn, but Lucas doesn't have enough cards in hand to pop all those Tamers. Ben plays Lilith for 2 memory, gives Gazi end of turn delete itself, pops the Rivals, adds the Ruin mode to hand, then Evo's in the Ruin mode for 5 memory, and minus 5k to Lucas's field until the end of his turn, and then he taps Shoto to give Ruin mode blocker. So Lucas's turn at 4. Yeah, it's unfortunate that all of the new purple hybrids are all 6k or higher, so Ruin mode doesn't just lock them out of the game for a turn. So Lucas Evos into Dusk for 2 memory, changes Shoto to red, swing security, triggers Dusk, Evos into Velgar for free, they both mill 3 cards. So it's 8k for 1 check, Ben blocks, Lucas gains memory from the Koichi inheritable, plays Koichi from trash, triggers Koichi, draws 1, trashes 1. Trashes a Deathslinger. Pops Rivals, get back Kaiser. Evo's in a Kaiser for 2. Swing security for 1k, dies. Alright, he pops the boost, goes to 3. Evo's in a Dusk for 3. Changes Shoto to blue. Swing on him. Evo's in a Velgar, they both mill top 3. 8k, 1 check. Dies, plays the Matt back, Matt adds the Kaiser back. Interesting choice. So Lucas plays Louis for 3 to promote the Ignite. He taps Louis to gain a memory, and then the Digimon dies immediately. He triggers Zimimera, draws 1, trashes 1, and then Ben's turn at 2. Gate blows up the Ruin mode, tucks to Lilith, and now Lucas is minus 5k again until the end of his turn. But as I said earlier, unfortunately all of the new hybrids, as well as the Kaiser Leo from BT7, are all 6k or higher, so it doesn't just completely lock him out of the turn. Ben plays Leviah for 1. And they actually just hit turns here, so Ben is turn 0, Lucas will be turn 1, Ben will be turn 2, and then Lucas will be the final turn 3. Ben plays Lucimon for 5. Reveals top 3, adds cast mode to hand, triggers end of turn to attempt to put Leviamon on top of his security. Leviamon's interruptive effect will tuck something underneath his gate, tucks Leviah X, and then it actually gets recovered, and then Lucimon Evo's in a chaos mode for free, and then Lucas has a choice here, he just pops the Louis. And then Ben taps Shoto to give chaos mode blocker. Lucas hatches Zimimera. So the reason why Lucas promoted the Ignitemon last turn is because he needs that Ignitemon in trash in order to tuck it when he crosses Merva, for those of you that were wondering. So Lucas starts off by playing Deathslinger for 4 memory to pop the chaos mode. The chaos mode will bot deck the Lucimon to play sleep mode. So Ben tucks Rage mode, and now Sleep mode is immune AF from Lucas' effects, but he does not have a blocker anymore. He can only stop 1 attack with the Sleep mode. So Lucas has 30 plus cards in trash. Bam, triple Jack Raid, go to 9, fair and balanced. Crosses Merva for 7, or 8, sorry. She hasn't gained the memory just yet. Yeah, and Lucas is on a Ruin mode, but unfortunately, everything in the deck besides the rookies is 6k or higher, so he plays double Dusk. So he makes the Shoto yellow and attempts to make the Sleep mode red, but obviously it's immune, so it's still purple. And he should gain a memory here off the Ignitemon inheritable. Are we going to catch it? We have our first Chet. He should have gained a memory there. Evo's into Kaiser for 1. It gains Retail. Jack raids again for 3 more memory, and then swing security for 6k. And then Ben trashes 2 cards to end the attack. And Lucas pops the Rivals to add back the other Kaiser in his trash. And then Evo's on top of the Duskmon for 1, gains Retail. Swing security, dies to the check, whatever, swings with Merva for a game. And because they're in turns, they're literally going to have 2 turns at the beginning of next game. So it does end in a draw, 1-1-1. But I appreciate you guys stopping by, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy seeing this kind of content. I want to come back for more. But until next time, see ya.